We are at my mom's house and we are going to visit the location that was the inspiration for the location of The Colors of the Rain, which is where my great-great-grandmother used to live. She had a small little piece of property and there was a trailer on one side and then another trailer on the other, and you crossed a driveway to get to my Aunt Jackie's house, and then Nana's house was on the other side. So those things don't exist anymore, but we're gonna go visit the actual street where she lived and kind of see how it's changed now. It's been a long time since I've been there, so I don't remember completely. It's changed a lot. I mean, she sold the property in probably 92 or 93, so it's been a long time of development, and so things are a lot different.
This time I am pretty sure moments passing away I've never seen before. You helped me out of the dark. I always wonder if you were left without a mark. Did you ever let go? Did you ever not know? You were never out there alone. Do you think there's a chance for this love to be real? I will let you take the wheel.
We're looking at Google Earth. It's really hard to tell on that street where my great-grandmother's house would have been. And you can actually go back in time. It's like a little picture time machine. But the images aren't all that great. So it was really hard to pick out where her house might have been. So I'm hoping that we're actually traveling the same way that I would have traveled as a child, even though some of the roads have changed a little bit, but I'm hoping it'll jog a little bit of memory. Even though it's been, it's been more than 20 years, so things change a lot in 20 years.
Did you ever not know? You were never out there alone. Do you think there's a chance for this love to be real? I will let you take the wheel. From now on.
You got a little bit turned around.
Yeah. Houston's confusing.
I think it was my fault. We're getting closer. Does anything look familiar?
I feel like some of this might be a little bit familiar. Like just the landscape, not necessarily the buildings, because there are a lot of newer buildings. But see, I think when we used to come here when I was a kid, there were it just wasn't very well developed out here. It was just land.
We're gonna cross over this bridge up here.
Yeah.
I think it's that stop sign. We'll take a left.
I feel like I remember this.
Here.
So we would have turned right into their house, right? Is that what Mom said? I mean, in my childhood, it feels like it was a really long driveway. You know how everything is bigger when you're a kid? So none of this matches what I remember because nothing is big enough. I don't remember there being cross streets though, it was, maybe it just wasn't as developed back then. There definitely weren't fences and gates. And it was mostly trailers, it wasn't houses. No, it was on the other side. That looks really similar. I know that's not the actual house, but it looks very similar to what I remember. My great-grandmother had a trailer, and then my aunt had a house right across the driveway. The location that I have in The Colors of the Rain, it's based on this location that I had in my childhood memories. And of course, in fiction, everything is fictionalized, and so there are certain liberties that authors take with even locations. But every time I was writing a scene where Paulie was in his home with his mom and near his gran, this was the location that I was thinking about. And just the proximity of houses, it's kind of it's not like a wealthy part of Houston. And this is the area, these are the areas I knew as a kid. And so I use those to bring locations and scenes and places where Paulie was to life. I haven't been here it's been more than 20 years. So it was really cool to come down here and see how things have changed and how some things have stayed the same. And it was just a really neat opportunity. And I'm really glad I got to share it with you. Thanks for coming along.